Good afternoon. Today I joined with a bipartisan majority of my colleagues in the House of Representatives in voting to impeach President Trump for a second time since he took office. This is an unprecedented action warranted by this unprecedented moment in history. Impeachment is not something I take lightly. As a former prosecutor, I value due process, evidence, and facts. There is a clear and indisputable evidence of high crimes and misdemeanors. President Trump, through his actions over the course of several months, not just moments, incited a violent insurrection that resulted in 5 deaths and injuries to more than 50 police officers, 15 of which were hospitalized. Without the heroism of many of our law enforcement officers, the carnage could have been far worse. President Trump put this riot in motion weeks before Election Day, when he began his baseless complaints about mail-in ballots and fraud. Since he lost, he's been ramping up the dangerous rhetoric, knowingly and falsely claiming the election was rigged. He created a combustible environment of misinformation, disenfranchisement, and division. As Republican Congressman John Cato put it yesterday, over and over again, President Trump urged his supporters to come to Washington for the certification on January the 6th, telling them they needed to gather and fight like hell. Then, moments before they began their siege, he gave them explicit instructions to show strength as they marched to the Capitol. I was here. I watched the violence unfold outside my office window as I sheltered in place with my staff. He ignored the desperate pleas of lawmakers, law enforcement, and even his own aides as he watched the brutality on live television. This wasn't just an attack on the U.S. Capitol. It was an attack on our country and our democracy. We cannot let it go unchallenged. Donald Trump deserves an impeachment trial, removal from office, and disqualification to hold future elected office.